What the hell? Get me out of here, Bryant. Dude, we need to go. We need to go right now. Oh, I'm just gonna throw it all in there. There we go. Whew. Hey, man, good to see you. Holy nuts. You know what I love about flying? Nothing. There is absolutely nothing to love about flying. Dude, craziest thing ever. So I'm like, all right, it's already delayed by like 25 minutes, no biggie. I called you, I told you about that. I'm like, all right, I'll fall asleep, get some rest. The pilot's like, all right, we're about to take off. You know, buckle up. I'm like, cool. Passed out, wake up, still on the tarmac. It's like 10:30, I'm like tripping. I'm like, holy I call Bryant. Dude, this plane's gonna get here super late. What time is it right now? 12:13 a.m. Anyway, hey guys, how's it going? I am in Nashville right now. I flew from ORD to Nashville, Tennessee. And I've linked up with my good bud Bryant. He's the dude that filmed the Australian on the Rocks tour, really talented guy. And he's like, yo man, you should come and film some videos in my neck of the woods. And I was like, so I hopped on a plane, which might add was super delayed, and I'm here now. This is the night of our big expedition, and tomorrow we're gonna fish in the morning. Right on cue, as I talk about fishing, I see lightning in the horizon. That's f***ing sick. Okay, this is my fault, isn't it? I should have never come to Nashville.
Still left you in Australia.
What is that? I'm planning. I love when the menus stick to the table. I don't even need to tell you guys where we're at right now. If you're from the southern hemisphere of the United States, you know this is the deal. Anytime after 12 a.m., this place gets 1,000 times better. You get a little bonus in your coffee. What's that, right?
Little snack.
Little snack. Oh, it goes in for the huge sip. Oh, there comes the steak. Thank you so much. Delicious. Get this. Current time is 1 a.m. We start fishing at what time? 5 a.m.? And it's still about, what, a 40-minute drive, hour drive? Yeah. Landed in Nashville, driving to the location. In between that, stop at Waffle House, wake up at 5 a.m., get the flies, get the rods ready, hike out to the river, which is a legitimate hike. The cool thing about this trip, which I think a lot of you guys will appreciate and some may not, is that I'm really gonna try to challenge myself. Bryant is primarily a fly angler. Do you think that's safe to say? I am not. I am not primarily a fly angler. And I really want to use this trip as an opportunity to kind of hone in on my fly fishing skills. It's gonna be interesting. What a better way to fuel up than some Waffle House steak. Cooked medium. By the way, medium. I don't think I've ever had a medium steak in my entire life. It's gonna be a fun trip, guys. Just stay tuned. We've made it to our hotel room and it's only 2 a.m. Nice. Nothing like a 5 a.m. start time. Where are we at? I gotta be quiet. It's really late. I guess it's really early. How does that work? If it's 2 a.m., is it really late or is it really early? I've kind of always wondered that. You call that one Sparkles? Is that it?
No, I don't know what he calls this.
I think you should call it Sparkles.
This is just like my buddy's custom.
What the hell, dude? You got some massive flies. You got a good collection too. That's cool. So you got one hook there and then one hook there for short strikes and such. And in the middle you got like beads and stuff. Yeah. So this is Bryant's fly collection. As I said earlier in this video, he's primarily a fly angler. In a short second, I'm going to show you my fly collection. Or better yet, I'm going to show Bryant my fly collection.
Streamers, dude.
Yeah, this is where it gets pretty embarrassing. Like, don't even take this seriously. Like, you can't. He's already like, what the look how sorry that collection is.
I mean, you got some good stuff.
I mean, some good stuff.
I love how you have like the poppers over here and then like your nymphs and
yeah. It's all coordinated. Tiny ones there.
Little Adams, yeah, like right next to the purple woolly booger.
No, dude. Everything is coordinated in the way it needs to be. That
crazy.
I don't know what that is. What is this fly called, Bryant?
Sex dungeon.
Sex dungeon. I'm not. This is why I don't fly fish, because you guys are weird. You fly anglers are freaking weird. What are you throwing today? I'm throwing a Senko and a jig. Talk to a fly guy. What are you throwing? I'm throwing a sex dungeon and a You just say butt monkey? They're butt monkeys. These are butt monkeys. Actually, this looks like a butt monkey. All right, real stoked to be doing this tomorrow. What the shit? This is the part of the video where I wrap things up and say goodnight to you guys. So in one of my last videos, matter of fact, it was the last Australia video that we posted, I asked you guys, what was the craziest, most unique fishing trip that you've ever taken? You guys gave some great responses, one of which I really liked from Neo Zambus. He said one of his favorite trips was coho fishing in a tiny tributary in Cordova, Arkansas. Is that Arkansas? I believe that's Arkansas. Or is that Alaska? That's Alaska, is it? It's Cordova, Alaska. Incredible scenery, used bear trails to get from spot to spot, the epic fishing. Yeah, definitely not Arkansas. I love seeing your guys' comments, and reading a lot of what you guys say in the comment section below inspires me to go on trips, such as the one that I'm on right now. Try stuff new. Crazy, all over the place. And I urge you guys to do just the same thing. Go on big trips, go on small trips, go on day trips, go on week-long trips, go on month-long trips. Just get out there and experience the goodness of fishing. Cannot wait to wake up in a few hours and attempt to catch some river smallies with my boy Bryant. But for now, I'm gonna head to bed and leave you guys with this. Get out there, get after it, make it happen. Good night. I'll catch you in the AM. Peace.
Should we even go to sleep?
Should we even go to sleep? Do we even fall asleep right now? I don't even know if it's worth it to fall asleep. It's 3:02 right now. My eyeballs hurt. My ass cheek is sore from sitting on a flight that should have been 1 hour but ended up being 5. And all I want to do is catch a smallmouth. What's the verdict?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? So, survey says we'll be fishing the river. Haven't said it yet, but good morning. Welcome to day 2 here in Tennessee. Let's go wreck some smallmouth. This is what we're taking to the spot. This is not the spot. This is the creek that dumps into the spot. So we got to get into there. Get in through there, drop down there, walk down that creek, and that is where the smallies live. Easy peasy, smallie squeezy. Here, snaky, snaky. Whoa, this is cool.
You ready for a hike?
Yeah. Closer. There you go. That's so cool. Wow.
That's so awesome.
How sick is that?
We hiked all the way down here for a salamander.
All right, we're done. Let's head back. We have just about made it, and we've been greeted by the little Sally. I got good vibes and good feelings about that little Sally. It's probably the prettiest salamander I've ever seen. He was just like this big, chilling on a rock. As we were approaching the actual river, he was there to greet us. Just a few more slippery rocks to pass, and we're in smallie territory. Ooh, this looks good. Definitely not in the creek anymore. A good 2-mile hike done down that creek, and we have made it. The water is warmer. We've made it to the actual river that we will be fishing today. Easily, no doubt about it, one of the sketchiest hikes I've ever taken in my entire life. I've even got battle scars to prove it. Look at that gnarly scratch. Oh, might have to get that checked out later. Anyway, don't worry, I survived. Thanks to my bud Bryant for guiding me down here. Just briefly, I want to show you guys how we got here. We started at this point and moved all the way down to where the creek dumps into the actual river system. The only thing left to do, oh my God, there's a gnat in my eye. No way. Oh, he's out. Oh, that was close. The only thing we have left to do is put this fly rod together and get active. How does it look?
Looks pretty cool.
Looks decent. Gone. Got him. Fish on. He might have followers there. Oh yeah, he's got a follower. He's going right behind him. How sick is this? How sick is this?
Oh yeah.
dark one. Look how dark this one is. That's one of the coolest thing about smallmouth is you generally will catch fish out of the same body of water that look entirely different. Whereas largemouth, pretty straightforward. Green lateral line, typical largemouth looking bodies. But this guy, he's more slender. He's got less pattern than the last one. He's more just kind of bronzy and dark. Technically, these smallmouth could be considered a completely different species than the ones like you would catch in your pond or lake because it's such an isolated environment, but you never know. We're just gonna call it a smallie. Little hot dog smallie. Back in the water she goes. Woo! Tennessee smallies, nothing better than that. Third round. Round 3, going back in there. What was that? Was that a smallie?
Yeah, look at him.
He was right under the freaking rock. I think in order to catch more of these fish, we're gonna have to slide in, you think? Yeah, I've only got so much fly line here. I'm almost out. Sick, mission accomplished. Well, listen, I had to get guided onto the spot, but once I got there, came in clutch. Who wants some sculp and fly? Who wants some sex dungeon? If you're a smallmouth and you want sex dungeon, raise your hand. Oh, I think I saw a fin pop up. I am just so confused at what's going on with this whole fly fishing game, but it is a lot of fun. Even those little fish pull an 8-weight super hard, and that's why we're out here, because when you catch them on the fly, it's just a whole nother game, a whole nother scenario. Anyway, this is the fly that it came on, just a little sculpin fly. This is the rod, a little twitch, strip. Had the whole thing in his mouth, both hooks gone. Very, very nice. So gnarly.
But we want it like 2 times bigger than that.
And way more aggressive. He was up on a rock back down there, and you saw like what, like one that was 3 pounds. I didn't get a good glance at it.
Like shoulders on him.
Yeah.
They're like freaking like that.
Jesus. Hold that fly up real quick. I want to see that one that you caught that on. That's it. That's what that fish cranked. To the viewers, it probably looks like a big clump of hair, but in the water, it looks unbelievable. Dude, it looks so sick underwater. You on? Oh my god. This is a big role reversal. You're catching the fish now, I'm filming? What the hell is going on?
Hey, camera guys always catch more fish, right?
He choked. I thought you were messing with me. Because I was like filming you do some strips and like, oh, I'm on. Totally different looking fish, like more yellow.
Yeah. Look how yellow his fins are.
Gnarly, dude. Just smoking them. That's number 4 for you, right?
You gotta catch up.
Yeah. Eat it. Big. Oh, good job, dude. All right, my turn. Oh, wow. Okay. Almost fell. No. Oh, I'm on. Oh, he had it. Heads up. He had it. Did you see that? I was about to pull it out because I thought I was going to hit rocks. Dude, cranked it. Wow. That was a dandy. Don't think it was a big fish, but I had a good opportunity to hook up just then. I was standing right there and I threw right into this just massive amount of current, and he ate right about there. It was a wild hit. Like, I did not expect to get bit in all that fast moving water, but he was there and he was hungry, and I was in the mood to whiff, and that's exactly what I did. I whiffed super hard. Oh, I'm on. Oh my god, dude, I lifted up for another cast and I had a fish on. Just take a look at this fly. Now examine the fish. What is wrong with this picture? You are too small. You are too small. I'm literally trying to imitate you as bait, and you're eating my lure. This is why smallmouth are the best. They have no rhyme or reason as to why they eat. All they know is they want to attack anything in their path. They're like the freshwater version of GTs. All right, see you, Bubby. Ooh, sassy. He's gone. I have one question for you guys. If you had to guess what state we're in right now, based off of that scenery behind me, what would you guess? A, Montana, B, Colorado, C, Wyoming, or D, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee. This is incredible. Like the fact that, I mean, Bryant was telling me that this is a really special place. It's beautiful, it's got smallmouth, you catch them on the fly. I'm like, yeah, cool. And then we get to this spot. A chunk of the Grand Canyon somehow ended up here in Tennessee, and I'm really confused right now. The thing that I'm observing right now, of course, I fished a ton of creeks before for smallmouth. This is like my first rodeo in that sense, but this body of water is very unique. A lot of these fish are posted up in areas that normally you wouldn't suspect a smallie to post up in, like heavy current. Like this is stuff I would fish for when I'm targeting like trout or something like that. There's smallmouth right here in the fast moving current. Right now we're looking for areas, a lot of current, a lot of broken up chunk rock. Usually the deeper the better, as long as it's not too deep. Anything past like 3 to 4 feet seems like it's a little bit hard to access and hard to reach. What's the other thing we're looking for? You would know best.
Just eddies.
Eddies, which is, give me an example of an eddy, like right here. That's an eddy. Suds. You see suds, fish smallmouth. That didn't have a better, it needs to have a better ring. I gotta think of it.
It's usually foam is home.
Oh, foam is home. Yeah, but we gotta come up with one for smallmouth. So foam is home for trout, we can't take that. If you see suds, if you see a little bit of soapiness in the water, fish it. That's an eddy. That's basically a current break where that current rips around and makes kind of a little bit of a curl. That's where you need to put your fly, your craw, or your crankbait, your topwater. Those zones right there. I'm gonna enjoy the view from up top on this log that is about to break, and we'll get back to fishing here in a bit. I've known Bryant for probably 3 or 4 months now, and I think today's the day that he actually tried to kill me. I swiftly realized after fishing up here in Tennessee that I am not built for the creeks. Actually, matter of fact, these shoes are not built for the creek. I've been on some crazy trips, the Amazon, Iceland, almost Greenland, Australia, Europe. I've been all over the place to some really sketchy areas. Never once I actually think I was like gonna die, except until now. Fishing with Bryant at a little tiny creek for smallmouth. Holy shit. The amount of times that I not even almost fell, but literally fell today on rock were unfathomable. I think I crashed like probably 10 or 12 times. Like hard crashes. Like you heard the rod like fall on the rocks and my bag got wet and like smashed my hip up against straight limestone. It was really sketchy, man. And I think, well, there's a few factors here. One of which I haven't been wading in creeks like that for quite some time. So my creek legs were pretty weak. The second thing is these shoes suck ass. I should have known better to buy Adidas's for water shoes. They're supposed to be like water wading shoes, but they're garbage. As you can see, the bottom sole is not meant for walking on slippery rocks. But hey, it was a good trip. Managed to catch a decent handful of smallmouth, saw probably one of the prettiest creeks in my entire life, and got to learn a few things about fly fishing. What's the game plan now, Bryant? These are busty. Come on now. No, you missed it! Oh, he's coming in hot. Hit the shoe, hit the shoe, hit the shoe. Damn it! Nothing like some nuts after a long day out on the creek. What kind of nuts are these? What are we working with today? Pomegranate vanilla flavored cashews. Jiminy crickets, this is delicious. We are back on the road. Thank you, Creek Smallmouth, so much for participating and letting us catch you. That was cool. We're now gonna hit up some more water, according to Bryant, correct?
We're just gonna kind of dip on by.
I like that, dip on by. Waffle House, not today. Guess where we're going? Where are we going? Don't tell him. Cracker Barrel! Hell yeah! And guess what? It's the busiest place in this entire community in Tennessee. In Nowheresburg, Tennessee, might I freaking add. It's the only restaurant around here that's also open past 2 p.m. And you guys probably think I'm joking, but I'm not. 5 of the restaurants that we tried to check out before Cracker Barrel closed at 2 p.m. It's Wednesday, it's not a Sunday. There's nothing going on. And guess when they close tomorrow? 2 p.m. So we're going to Cracker Barrel. I'm gonna get some cheesy grits, a biscuit, maybe 4 or 5 pieces of toast. I'm gonna celebrate and triumph over the Smallie Creek mission, which was a success. And I'm gonna eat like a king. All right, hurry up. I'm gonna eat all the biscuits and gravy without you. One day in this, actually less than 1 day, less than 24 hours in this hotel room, and it looks dusty. Rank as hell. You know how I said that we were thinking about maybe possibly visiting one more creek And then tying up today's video, we didn't get a chance to do that. After I filmed that little portion and then went to Cracker Barrel, I realized that it was like 6:30 p.m. and I still need to edit some videos, and I got a shower. I smell like poop. I feel like poop. My feet feel like if you took a large slice of salami and put it through a paper shredder. That's what they feel like. Don't get me wrong, the journey's not over. I'm still gonna be fishing with Bryant. We got another day tomorrow, and then maybe possibly another day after that. I don't know. It just all depends on when I change my flight. But tomorrow we're gonna do some fishing at a different location, which is gonna be where? Closer to Nashville or farther away from Nashville? Closer to Nashville. So I'm pumped for this. Farewell and good night to you guys watching at home. Be sure to check out Bryant's Instagram. I'll leave it linked in the description below. He posts some pretty cool stuff. He's pretty good with the whole filming thing. I've seen some of his stuff. He's all right. That's all I have for you guys. Get out there, catch some fish. And as always, folks, keep fishing. Never stop.